When the walls are closing in and every prayer you've whispered feels like it's hitting the ceiling, there is one verse that carries a hidden weight the enemy fears you'll discover. Psalm 50 verse 15. Call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me. You have to see the shocking simplicity of this. God isn't just suggesting that you pray. He is commanding you to call him, to summon his presence into your desperation like a soldier calling in air support in the thick of battle, because he knows you've reached the end of yourself. The first thing this verse unlocks is authority. You are not crawling into God's presence begging for scraps. You are stepping into the covenant promise of Jeremiah 33 verse 3, where he says, "Call to me, and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." The second is timing. This isn't about waiting for perfect conditions, because the day of trouble is not symbolic. It's the exact moment the storm is raging, when logic says you should give up, but heaven is whispering, "Now is the time." The third is identity. When you pray Psalm 50 verse 15, you're not approaching as a nameless face in the crowd. You are his chosen, his child, the one he already loved before you were formed. Jeremiah 1 verse 5. Which means your cry is not competing with millions. It's cutting straight through to his throne room. The fourth is the shocking condition. He says, "I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me," which means the miracle you're asking for is never just about you. It's about a testimony the enemy desperately wants to silence. Because when God moves publicly in your life, it exposes the lies that have been trying to define you in secret. The final truth buried in this verse is intimacy. This isn't a cold transaction where you present your need, and he sends help. It's the Father stepping into the fire with you, like he did with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in Daniel 3, proving that deliverance is not just rescue, it's his presence in the midst of the impossible. When you pray this verse, you're declaring war on despair, you're reminding every demonic force that you are not alone, and you're stepping into a promise that has no expiration date. He will deliver you. But here's the warning. You can't just speak it with your mouth while your heart is still entertaining doubt. You have to pray it as if the miracle is already racing toward you, as if angels are already dispatched on your behalf, because faith that wavers is like a wave of the sea driven and tossed by the wind. James 1 verse 6. So in the middle of your crisis, stop rehearsing the details of your fear and start calling on him with the fierce expectation that his word will not return void. Isaiah 55 verse 11. And then brace yourself, because when this verse comes alive in your spirit, you won't just receive the miracle you're asking for. You'll carry the evidence of his power into every room you walk into, and nothing in hell or on earth will be able to deny that the God who delivered you is the same God who still answers when his children call. If this video has blessed you, let me know by hitting the like button, sharing it with someone who needs to hear this, and dropping your comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for such videos that strengthen your walk with God.